I'm super excited to show you what I've got in this box. Welcome to Tomahawk DIY. I'm Mike. If you're watching this video, it means you're trying to program a car key or a remote fob like this. Maybe you're even trying to program a push-button start vehicle with a smart fob. I don't have one of those today, but I'll make a video showing that shortly. Perhaps you reached out through help@tomskey.com and found out we didn't support your vehicle at the time. Or perhaps you even rented our Tom's Car Key Programmer, this first generation version, and something didn't work and it wasn't able to program the key or smart fob or remote for your vehicle. That all changes today. If you go visit tomskey.com/new, or if you can't find it, email me at help@tomskey.com. You can order Tom's Car Key Programmer model TSL2. It's our second generation unit, and this comes with more power and more capability than the old one. It can erase keys if you have too many keys or remotes already programmed to your vehicle. It can also do a whole host of additional vehicles that the first generation programmer wasn't able to do. So I'm really excited to show you how this thing works and help you be able to save a bunch of money over what a dealership usually charges to get a new car key or a new fob for your vehicle. Let's take a look. Alright, before you start, you've got to look around and find the blinking red security light. Now, on my Sienna, it's right there. You see it here by the speedometer. On some vehicles, it'll be farther over on this side. Sometimes it's over near the radio. Occasionally it's up on the dashboard. Might be a little hard to see up there, like on some Tundras and Tacomas. I think I've noticed it over there. Also on a few vehicles, some Corollas for example, it can actually be way over here to the left side. But you're looking, it's always a red light and it always blinks. So you got to find it. Once you find it, you're ready to start the programming procedure. Alright, on a Toyota vehicle, before you program a key, you've got to be sure you've got a master key. You can program remotes with the valet, but for programming another key, you need a master key. I'll try and make another video that shows how to make a new master key sometime. Haven't had a chance to do that yet. Here's how you check. On most Toyotas, the master key has a black head. Watch the blinking red light, and as you insert the key, that blinking red light, if it's master, will turn off immediately. See how it stopped blinking right when I put it in? I pull it out, it's going to be blinking again. See it up there? Busy blinking. If you have a valet key, when you insert this, that light's going to turn on solid red for 1 to 2 seconds before it turns off. If you don't have a master key, send me an email. I'll see what I can do to help. Alright, the first thing you've got to do is get the app on your phone. It's called X100T. I'll include a couple of QR codes you can scan for Apple or Android phones. Once you've got this on your phone, you're ready to program. Okay, when you place your order, in the box comes everything you need. There'll be a return label, some written instructions, new keys, remotes, fobs, whatever you order. We've got the cable and of course the programmer to use. Alright, the first thing you got to do is get out of your vehicle, get the cable, and come look under near your brake pedal. You'll find a little white plug like that. On some vehicles it's over near the center. On some vehicles it's around this area. Sometimes there's even a panel or a little piece of plastic you've got to remove. But come look around here. Almost always they're white, and get the cable plugged in. Okay, with the cable plugged in, we got to plug the programmer in now. So line up the pins, put it in, and then make sure you screw these down. Now when it comes time to disconnect it, don't forget you've screwed those, but you don't want this coming unconnected. You'll notice a green light for vehicle, a red one on Bluetooth, and a green one on power when you first put it in. First trick is we've got to get the Bluetooth connected to your smartphone, and it'll turn blue when that's ready. So here we go. The first trick is to get this connected to Bluetooth. And this is probably the hardest part of the whole programming. So in my phone, I'm going to come into Bluetooth. Let's see devices. So right here, you see one coming up on it. It'll be X100T dash and then some numbers. You see on here we've got a 5-digit number. That's going to correspond. So you want to click that and connect. All right, it's connected. This is turned blue. Wants to communicate. We're going to allow that. And that opened up the app. I like to go into settings and check right here under Bluetooth. You should see X100T with a check mark next to it. And on the programmer, you're going to see a blue light on Bluetooth. You got that done? Ready. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to erase keys and remotes. So let's start with my wife's. Here's my wife's keys. Don't tell her. We're going to erase them. Here's my keys. So if you've bought a vehicle and it's used, you don't know who's got keys, who's got remotes out there, you can erase them with this Tom's Car Key Programmer. This is also helpful. Toyota limits the maximum number of keys to about 4 or 5 on most of their vehicles. So if you've lost some keys or prior owners have lost keys, it's valuable to erase them. So let me show you these work. Okay, now to erase. I'm going to take the working keys, the ones that I want, the set I want to keep. And if you've got, let's say you've got 2 keys and you're adding a third one, but you still want to erase, that's okay, because we'll just reprogram the one that you erase. So I'm going to turn this 2 clicks to the on position, 1, 2. I like to make sure my radio and fans and things are off. Don't drain the battery too much. Roll down the windows if it's a hot day outside, and come to the app. The first thing you need to do is activation. Okay, and on the programmer, you'll see this 5-digit number. You got to type it in. You leave the X100T dash, and then you type in 1, 3, 4, 2, 3. Activate. It's going to wait for a moment. It may ask you, it may want to download a small file, but it'll probably ask you to download a very small file. So be sure you're connected to cellular or Wi-Fi. Now we're going to come into immobilization. Oh, there we go. See, it's doing a little download. Okay, let's start with the remote. Push remote. Now I got to make sure it's turned 2 clicks to the on position and the key over here. Now you notice there's several types. You just start with the first one, type 1. It'll try to communicate and it'll let us know if it communicates successfully or not. Okay, it failed to connect, so now we're going to go to type 2. There we go, type 2 is successful on this. You just go through type 1, 2, or 3. So here we are, it's connected on type 2. I'm going to erase the remote. Okay, it tells us to switch the door to the on position. I'll turn it off, I'll turn it back on, and to open the driver's door. I'm going to push yes, I've done that. It's communicating. Okay, it tells me to push the lock and unlock buttons together for 1 second within 30 seconds. So I've got 30 seconds. I need to hold lock and unlock together and then press the lock button once. So I want to keep this remote. This is on my keys. I'm going to push lock and unlock right here for 1 second. And then I'm going to push lock. And the car beeped. You might see the lock cycle. And push OK. Okay, it's successfully erased. Let's check that. All right, here's my wife's keys. See the remote over here? See the lock over there? Nothing works anymore. Okay, let's take my keys. I'm going to unplug those now. Actually, actually, you got to be sure you take them out of the ignition. The Toyota won't let you lock the door if it's in your ignition on most of their vehicles. Gonna lock it. Gonna unlock it. So you can see the one I used to say, all right, erase everything, is the one that still works. Others are gone now. Let's erase lost keys and program a new one. I've already got my phone connected. I can tell that with the blue light. I've got my phone connected to the programmer. I put in a key. On my phone, I'm going to come to the X100T app, open it up. I'm just going to double check in settings, Bluetooth. It has the check mark, says it's connected there as well. Turn the key 2 clicks to the on position, do not start the engine, and push immobilization. Okay, downloads the firmware, and we come in here to immobilizer. Now you got to decide which of these keys you have. So you got to find yours. In my case, my existing key, I can look on the blade, it has the letter H. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to find the one that has an H next to it. Click on H, it also tells me that's 2015 and newer. Okay. You want to be careful on this screen. There's some buttons you could push that could cause some serious issues, like replacing your immobilizer, reset, all keys lost, things like that. You don't want to get into that. Focus on add keys and erase keys. So we're going to erase. This tells us how to identify a master or a valet key. We've already done that. I've got my wife's key up here. That one's going to get erased. This will also erase all keys that have been programmed. So anybody that owned the vehicle before or keys that you've lost get erased. Going to hit yes. Okay, it'll erase all stored memories, all stored keys in the memory except the master key in the ignition. You've got a certain time frame. Press yes. Okay, it's communicating. All right, within 120 seconds, we're going to push OK. We're going to take out the working key. We're going to put it in, turn it to on, and I'm going to push OK. All right. It says remove the master key within 10 seconds. Press OK to continue. I take the key out. I push OK. Successfully erase. All right. So that can be a little disconcerting, but let's take our working key. I'm going to turn on the vehicle. Fires up just fine. Now I'm going to take my wife's keys. I'm going to take my wife's key, put it in. It's not going to start the vehicle. It might turn over. Started briefly, and then it's going to die. Okay, that was just the last little bit of gas running out. If I try to start it again, it just keeps turning over and over. So her key's now erased, as are any keys that are out there in the world for your vehicle. Okay, let's add a key. Okay, let's add a key. Press add a key. One master key is needed. Yep, we already confirmed we've got a master key. I'm going to insert the key and turn it 2 clicks. 1, 2. The engine's not running, but it's in the on position. The lights on the dashboard have all lit up. All right, so back on my app. It's not in the on position. Press yes. Insert the key you wish to program. So an interesting thing happened as we did that. You won't notice it, but let me point it out to you. On the dashboard, the blinking red security light has turned on solid. See it right there? It's a solid red now. That means you're in programming mode. So I'm going to take out the working key. We're going to put in my wife's key that didn't work. I'm not going to turn the ignition. I'm just going to slide it in. And then back on the app, I'm going to push yes. You'll notice that the blinking, the red security light that was on solid started blinking the moment I inserted that key. Now we've got to wait 60 seconds. While we're waiting, I'm going to get the new one that I want to program. This one hasn't been cut, and we'll program it next. We could do this for up to 4 or 5 keys, depending on your vehicle. All right, we're getting close to 60 seconds. All right, notice the blinking red light. We're close to 60 seconds. There, did you see that? It stopped blinking. Okay, this key's now programmed. Okay, it's successfully completed. Now you can check that it's programmed. Obviously, you could turn the engine on, start things. I'm just going to insert this. Watch the blinking light as it gets inserted. It stops blinking. So it's now programmed. I'm going to set those keys aside. Here's the new key. Let's show you how to program that. Insert this. Notice the blinking red light. It's still blinking. So this key's not been programmed yet. I'm going to go back to my master key. We're going to come to add a key here on the app. Add a key. Tells us master key is needed. We confirmed we've got that. All right. It says to insert a program master and switch the on. So insert it. 2 clicks to on. Push yes to continue. All right. Once again, it turned on the red security light. See it solid red right there? Okay. It says now to insert the key you wish to program. So we're going to take out the master key. I'm going to insert the new one. Now, that solid red light on, watch as I insert this. It's going to start blinking. Okay. I'm going to hit yes. It takes 60 seconds. So just sit here and watch the blinking red light. I'm going to cut out some video here just to speed it up. Okay, we're getting close to 60 seconds. Notice the red light's still blinking. When we reach that 60-second point, it'll stop blinking and the chip for your new keys programmed to your car vehicle. Okay, stop blinking. This key's now programmed. All you gotta do is take it to a locksmith or someplace that'll cut the key for you. Bring in your working key. Just say they need to cut it. They don't need to program it. Once they cut it, you'll be able to turn it on and start. Notice as we slide this key in, the blinking red light right there, you're going to slide it in and it stops blinking. So it's now programmed to your vehicle. It's authorized to start the engine. And that's how you program extra keys. Oh, back on my app. I need to hit OK. It's all done. Okay, let's take a look at programming remotes. Remember I erased my wife's remote. I got to program hers back. I also got this new one. When you reach out Tom's key and make this order, you can get new ones you need as well. Okay, let me show you this new one that we're going to program. Doesn't work. So over here, here's the lock. Push the buttons. Nothing happens. Push the alarm. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to come in. We're going to come into my app and come to mobilization. I'll do a little firmware. Checked over here. Got the blue light on, so I'm connected. I'm going to come into remote. So remember, if you go to type 1, just start from the lowest and work your way up. Type 1 tries to communicate, not successful. Type 2. All right, we've got a screen where we can erase and program the remote. We're going to program a remote, switch the ignition to the on position, and open the driver's door. So I'm going to put it in, 1, 2, open my door. My door is open. Okay. It says to push lock and unlock together for 1 second. Within 30 seconds. So I've got a 30-second time frame to do this or else it's not going to program. And then press the lock button once. So first I'm going to take my wife's key. I'm going to take my wife's remote, push lock and unlock for 1 second, and then lock. Did you hear the beep? Okay, while I'm at it, I'm going to take my next one. This is the new one. Lock and unlock, lock. So there we go. It programmed both of them. Hit OK. Programming success. All right, let's see that everything works. So I'm going to take out my working key. Remember, this is the one that worked originally. Here's my wife's key, or her remote. Lock, unlock. Let's make the alarm go. Check the doors, make sure everything works. Now we're going to take the new one. Lock, unlock. That one works too. All right, now that we've programmed everything, you saw how easy that was. It really doesn't take much time at all. Make sure you disconnect everything. So we're gonna disconnect the programmer, like that. Gonna reach down, unplug the cable, get all ready. You can put it back in the box. You're gonna find that the box has some foam in it just to help protect this through the mail. Make sure you put it back how it came. It should come in some bubble wrap like this. And then there'll be some foam sitting in here. Tuck it in there. Get your cable secured. Close up the box and take the mailing label, tape along the edge of the box, and you're ready to put it right back in the mail and send it back. You'll get your deposit back once it returns to our offices. Okay, there you have it. You saw just how easy it is to program a new key or a new remote to lock your doors using Tom's Car Key Programmer, the 2nd generation unit, model TSL2. So please go visit tomskey.com/new, where you can get a rental, where you can rent this. There will be a security deposit charged when you rent it. That's all refunded once you return this. I need to make sure these come back so I can rent them out to other people and keep helping them on programming a key, a remote, or a smart fob for their vehicles. If you have any questions, reach out through help@tomskey.com. As always, our full money-back guarantee applies. So if you rent this and for some reason it doesn't work for your vehicle, reach out through the help@tomskey.com. We'll work on troubleshooting, and if it still doesn't work, send it back. Send back any parts you bought from us. We'll refund it all. We want to make sure our customers come away satisfied and get what they need. Otherwise, you don't pay anything, even for shipping here in the United States. Both the shipping to and the return shipping we'll pay for. Thanks so much for watching Tomahawk DIY. Look forward to helping you through your rental of Tom's Car Key Programmer, the 2nd generation version. Please leave a comment. Let everyone know what vehicle you've used it for, whether it worked or not, any problems you have. Let folks know that you got your deposit back, the full refund, all that applies. It's really helpful for other people who are on the fence about deciding whether to go through with this rental. Thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel for more great videos, and have a great day.